Well, it's great to be back. Log in. Woo! Whew, this is great. Alrighty. Just gotta, oh my god. This is terrifying. Oh my god. Nice. Wow, nice. Oh my god. This game is so evil. Oh, yeah. This happened, and this is terrifying. Well, let's go. Let me just check. Am I on mute? No, I'm not. Alright. Load game. I'm gonna be here. Well, better start going. The school day is as ordinary as ever. It's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Throat's all scratchy. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Gab SP. Oh. Monica? Oh my goodness. I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Ah. Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile so genuinely at me feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that, I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, in that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Hold on. Throat's all scratchy, jeez. Well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, what if my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room? Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She's always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? Hey, Gab SP. By any chance, are you still looking for clubs to join? Hold on. I have some grape juice right beside me, so I'm drinking it. Ah, I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Awesome! You're really sweet, GavSP. You know that? It's nothing, really. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I dejectedly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back, and I brought a guest with me. Oh my god. Oh, that actually scared me. Eh? I guess? Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, GavSP. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. So, let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual, and this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's kinda nice to meet both of you. So, I ran into GavSP in a classroom, and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know. Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, GavSP? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So I know you really didn't plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Let me take another sip. Oh my god. This grape juice is amazing. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Hold on. I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Gabaspi, what things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Huh? What the? What? Oh, okay. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. You know, I hate you, Brandon, I really do. Not much of a reader, I guess. Yeah, I know I said it wrong, I don't care. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Why does this keep on happening? No! I spoke without thinking after seeing... Oh, I already read that. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. I've like done all of this. I've already done all of this. Just without Sayori. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. Hold on. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grabbed something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me... I really should. Really, if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes start over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Sayori? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. Not meaning. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! Oh my god. And give that back! Hold on, another sip. Fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Eh? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. Yet? Question mark. I understand how Sayori feels. Natsuki, not Sayori. Why did I say Sayori? Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. I said Sayori? The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel more comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monika. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Gabaspi? Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been going on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monika may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought... The girls exchange glances before Monika turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Gabaspi. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. And I've been trying really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one before the festival, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Gabaspi? Yeah, it could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after all this, I would be super pissed. Gabaspi, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Another sip. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Gabaspi, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. With that, I depart the clubroom and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. What about Sayori, huh? Huh? Oh, she's dead. Oh my god. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Alright, I think this is time. I've unlocked a special poem. Would I like to read it? Yes. What? I clicked yes. Oh my god. It's just Yuri and Natsuki. Okay, horror. It's pretty easy. Dark. Unending. Hope. Tragedy. Disoriented. Yeah, I'm going for Yuri, by the way. Oh my god. Existence. Shame. Graveyard. Depression. Wrath. Uncontrollable. Ocean. No! I wanted to do all of it. Damn. Essence. Intellectual. Rain cloud. No! Of course that wasn't it. Universe. Extreme. Misfortune. Oh my god. Oh, take another sip. Hi again, Gab SP. My nose is itchy. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I at least keep my word. Is the music sped up? Or am I like going crazy? Okay. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Ah, did you see that? Did you see that? I am scared. Thanks. Oh my god. Thanks for keeping your promise, Gab SP. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into a literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh. Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. That was terrifying. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan just to come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it. You are in the way of the text, Monica. I feel like You're not supposed to be here. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the room, I'm guessing? Monica! Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki, not Yuri, plops back into her seat. Why is everything sideways? I said something. I'm sorry, Garaspe. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read? Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that, if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club. Why is the screen sideways? Did I do something? Or maybe it's just a game. So, even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. How's this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you! I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Okay, it's back. Oh my god, it was sideways. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, as if like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. At the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of the book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper into her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Oh, her eye! Let me take another sip. Oh my god! Is it moving away? It is! I'm gonna take a screenshot of this. Okay. Her eye's just moving away. I wanted to reread some of it. It's still going. Oh, okay. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have two copies of the same book? Ah, well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's the story about anyway? I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's a ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Not the thing about the limbs. It's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Gabaspy? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy reading those kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that this kind of story, it's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange, new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil. I'm burping. Oh, I didn't even notice that. Oh. But because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. That's great. That's great. Then suddenly... Oh my god. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Shoot, I accidentally muted. Well, I guess it's alright then. Check if it's still not muted. There. Alright. But it feels like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts... It did say my whole body gets incredibly and then mumbo jumbo like I don't know. I kinda forgot to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club, after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? I don't like that. Nope. I don't like that. Yes! I mean, you don't have to, but What are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Ha! Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Oh, I thought I saw a glitch, never mind. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry! Oh my god! Oh, I am uncomfortable. She said I'm just bathing in the feeling of your body heat. Oh my god. Holy crap. Okay, Yuri, you apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean, here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess it makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book, between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm, on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. As if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a little longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks when I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I can turn it in my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the pages, letting it flutter over her side as she catches it. Why do I suck at reading? As she catches it under her own thumb. I read way better in my mind than out loud, oh my god. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kinda reminds me of you a little bit. No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all that. That's what you were talking about. Sorry, I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. What, that she's a psychopathic killer? So I don't know why that came into my head. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Eh? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hands on her chest, as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? Alright, hold on guys, I'll be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. What on earth was that about? Excuse me, sorry. For some reason the grape juice is making me burp a lot. Gavus P? Did something happen just now? I have no idea. Yuri was acting, a little strange, I guess. So, you don't know anything. Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Let me take another sip. I think this is like the last sip in the cup. Yep, no more grape juice. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I take a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. Who should I show my poem to first? Natsuki, she's gonna hate it. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. She's gonna hate mine. Gabus P, if you're not gonna take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh? What? You expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? You think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about? Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I'd tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think this is stupid. Isn't this the same poem as last time? Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, and people can try, but that's about it. I phrased that really badly. I just realized that. I phrased it very badly. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't that the point of poems? For people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. It's like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Hold on. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. She's right. That actually makes sense. So you did. I guess went into it more than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor with her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is. But if Yuri is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Who should I show my poem to next? Not text. Monica. Hi, Gabaspi. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything... Wait, I thought I saw a clip. I'm going crazy. If you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I'll have to. Don't worry, GabSP. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, GabSP. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing, though. But sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so I don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier. I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looks for alone time. Suddenly, the door opens. Yuri! I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we started sharing our poems with each other. Eh? Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed. Alright. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should go get my poem now. Anyway, you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. It doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hold on, is this the same? Okay. Hole in wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings. But my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in the room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling plays tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Well, now Yuri's here, so I have to show it to her. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. Eh? What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Eh? I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her fingers along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are unusually typical for new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. And I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expression and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, but she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice, by learning and by example, and trying new things. I also hope that I did it again. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Biased? How? Well, Never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, or me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Okay, this is gonna be hard because I'm not that good at reading Yuri's handwriting. It's very, like, cursive, and I can't read that much cursive. I can read Monika's cursive. Yuri's is just, like, something else. Alright. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Oh, this one's short. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm. Breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Didn't we? Yeah, we read this already, but it was like a little bit different. I don't remember reading about streetlight. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. Okay, I don't know what she means by that. That handwriting's really good. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. Actually, I think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was very descriptive. Oh. Hello, Vero. I'll be right back. Hold on, I just have to do something real quick. Alright, I'm back. Even though it's short, this is not my controller. Hold on, let me get this one. Alright. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. Okay, you're here. So, basically, nothing really important. Why is there 5 people in the stream? Okay. Right, just a second ago, there was like only 1. But as I was saying, nothing really important happened, but there was some glitches. Like, Yuri's eye was moving away. She started talking in that black bold text for some things. One of it was bathing in the body heat, and that really, like, she said, nothing, I'm just bathing in your body heat, in like that black text, and then it went away super quick. It was like disturbing. My god. Ugh. I guess this game is like that, so yeah. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. You should have saved before the best part of the game so you could... I played Minecraft. That is not the best part of the game. No. Oh my god. It's one of the worst parts. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into... Yes, he means that. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, GabSP. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose... God. I suppose he did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do tell more than a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. It's a lot more... How do I say this word? Solemn... Oh my god. I can't read! Putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. Oh yeah, I gotta pin this. Let me get... I don't think anything really bad's gonna happen, but still. Hold on. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, GabSP. Me too. I feel like we should, I should copy paste this and then put it in every stream, because these are stuff that's... The music glitched. As I was saying, this stuff that's gonna be everywhere. So let me pin this, and let me copy it and put it into my notes so I can... How do I copy this? I'm like a boomer. How do I copy this stuff? It's fine. I'll just rewrite it down later. All right. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monika is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change, Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Oh my god. Meanwhile, Yuri smiled sadly. But what's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Yuri dismissively returns the poem to the desks with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Of course. We have this fight. Yeah, hold on. Make sure to like the stream, guys. Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monica liked it, and Gabaspeed did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon. What? 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 I don't, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Gabaspeed liked my poem too, you know? He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Gabaspeed appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Ha! And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Well, you know what? I was... I'm not gonna, you know, YouTube reasons. You guys can just read that. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! Oh my god. Taking out your own insecurities on others like that. You really act as young as you look, Natsuki. This hasn't happened last time. Me? Look who's talking, you wanna be edgy. Edgy? Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend. See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves as they graduate middle school, you know. If you wanted to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only thing cute about you is how hard you try. Oh my god. Whoa, be careful. You might yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad. You already do, don't you? My god. Did you just accuse me of myself? What the is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let Gabaspeed hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this. Suddenly, Yuri turns towards me, as if she just noticed I was standing here. Gabaspeed! She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. Monica's face is gonna appear. This happened last time. My god! Oh, hello! Oh my god. This is terrifying. This. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this. There you go. Oh my god, this is horrible. Um, hey GabSP, why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay? Oh my god. Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. Is she crying? My god. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did. GabSP, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. Oh god. I remember. She will. She will. Basically. Anyway, the meeting is over. So you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little longer. Oh my, oh god. That is horrible. Oh my god. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. Hold on. Hold on, guys. Okay, I'm back now. And then he realized. Okay, guys. Alright, so. Alright, this is what I'm gonna do. I have to go clean my room, so I will end the stream. I'll save, end the stream, clean my room, and then stream again right after. Okay? I was gonna make this like 2 hours just like last time, but I guess I'll just continue after, alright guys? So let me just clean my room real quick, and then I'll play it again. I'll keep on going. So, let me just, there's a black text part that I saved. There. Alright. So, let me just clean my room. So, yeah guys, I'll see you in like, 15 minutes? Alright, bye.